Alright everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to this West Ham fan channel. Today I've finally got around to give my little review and thoughts from the match that happened on Friday night against Everton. Now, if anyone did see my last video, I said I had optimism and hope that if Moyes picked the right selection, yes, selection not team, there, picked the right team, then we would get a good result out of this because I thought we had a chance because Everton had vulnerabilities even though they were good. And well, as you can see, I was spot on. We got a positive result. Apparently, it wasn't the biggest, like a most amazing match to watch. I have not watched a match myself. I've had to watch highlights so I can get a rough idea of what's happened. So we won 1-0, as you can see by my amazing skills here. But it was a good result. It was a result no one's really said we needed, but I feel we needed. Because we've started off so well, the last thing I want to see us do now is drop off and just finish in mid-table. I want us to keep picking up results against teams. I want us to be around and try and push for some European spots, get into Europe. You know, that's where we belong. I think we can really go there. The only thing I do want to say is, unfortunately, from what I've seen anyway, Fabianski got injured. And that was not what I wanted to hear at all. Obviously, I said he was a key figure. He was straight in the team. That's quite obvious how amazing he's been for us. And apparently, during the warm up, he injured himself. I think it was just a leg, hammy. I think it was possibly it was it was enough for him to not play any of the 90 minutes. So Randolph stepped in for this one. He got a clean sheet. Obviously, clean sheet. That's always what you love to see. But I think there's only one shot, maybe two shots at the most on target. So he'd have the most to do, in fairness, but again, he's kept a clean sheet. Him in the defence, which, honestly, that four in the back line, that could almost be a permanent, with Balbuena possibly slotting in as another centre-back at the time being. But that was amazing to see that Everton basically had no real clear-cut chances. And it shows maybe how much we've solidified at the back compared to the disasters we had last season. Hopefully the Fabianski injury is not too long. I haven't heard anything about how long it will be. There's literally nothing going about that, just shows that he's going to be out for weeks or months. I don't think it'll be long. I can see it maybe being max a month. So Randolph will get a couple of games. I think David Martin might get the FA Cup game on Monday. But I'm still optimistic. I think, okay, it's a bit of an injury, but Randolph will be number one until we get back. Now, the next point I want to do is Haller. I've kept my words short and brief there. Apparently it wasn't good for him again. I don't think he was dire. I think he just did absolutely nothing. It's just, slightly different from Dyer. But it's the fact that in the last 2 or 3 games I've noticed he's come off, Antonio's come back on, or Yarmolenko's come on, and all of a sudden either he plays better or he comes off, and the whole of West Ham plays a lot better up front. And I think that's something that now needs to be fully addressed and noticed. Give him the FA Cup games? Sure. Maybe Antonio wants it so he can get a run out. Maybe we'll play him so we can keep Antonio fit. But it's obvious that I think now, if Antonio can keep his fitness and stay in the main 11, Haller is practically gone. He'll be on the bench and he will get subbed on this season. I don't see him go in January. I know it says sold in January. I would like to see him go in January if we can get a backup. I don't see us getting another striker, so I think he will probably still be here till the summer. But I think in the summer I could see him go, and he could probably go to another club and play better. And if he does, best of luck to him. But I think every West Ham fan now has admitted he is pretty much gone. And no one wants him there. The amount of times I've seen on fan pages people quoting playing with 10 men when Haller's playing, that's just a sign of how one thinks about him. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's just, I think it's the style of him. I think he is a good finisher and he is a good player, but he doesn't play, I would almost say the Moyes way as well as the Mikel Antonio way up front. Because Antonio can run and do stuff, but he can also hold the ball and bring everyone else in. And I think Haller just can't hold possession. He's more of people need to play around him, get the ball to him and he'll finish. And that's not something we play with. And that's why Haller's probably not gotten off to the form we expected from him. But when he has finished, his finishes have been incredible. So you can balance it out, but if you want to know how to score Haller, that's the man to do it, right? I've never seen such an influential signing since I've been a fan of West Ham, probably. Apart from maybe Dimitri Payet for his one season of wonder. Now, I've been a fan since 2010, so I was 10 at this point, for the record. So I was very young, didn't really know much about them. But of all the signings I've seen properly come, I would say at least in 5 years, probably since Dimitri Payet, he's the best signing we've had. He came in on loan. I knew absolutely nothing about him when he came on loan from Slavia Prague. Then I heard that it was basically, if we stay up, he'll stay. If we go down, he won't. Obviously, he played a pivotal role, I think, in the end as well. We stay up. And he signs for 15 million, which in this market is nothing. But I wasn't sure how he was going to play this season. And he's played absolutely amazing. He's been one of the best midfielders I think we've had in years. And I think it's good that we've had him, because I think if we had Noble and Rice... I would say if we had Noble and Rice, we'd have had that other creative player. But I feel like Souček's been a lot more solid in that defensive role, but he's able to go forward, and even when he's not shooting, he can create stuff. He can play amazing. Excuse me, and that's why, good finish for the goal. It was a very good finish. It was instinct, I think, almost, because Cresswell, I don't know if it was a cross or a shot. I'm going to say, for the sake of it, it was a shot that was absolutely nowhere near. It comes off an Everton player, which is a fluke, realistically. But Souček's there. There's someone there that side of the box. Goes there, he runs, just side foots it, I believe, into the goal. It was a good finish, and it's a goal scorer's instinct, and he's in the area, and if you're in the area, you're always going to have a chance. And if you're looking at that situation, I'm pretty sure we had 4 people in the box at the end of it. Like, if you have 4 people in the box first, and someone's going to take a shot, you don't know what deflections you're going to get. You don't know if the keeper's going to hold it, is he going to palm it to the side, and there'd be a player there to snatch up. So I think, as a midfielder, he's definitely irreplaceable, along with Rice. But, like I say, there's 4 men in the box. They were pushing, they were attacking. And that's down to this man here. Got probably one of the biggest results I think we've had, because obviously we've had great results against other teams, but that was just to make sure we didn't get in a relegation scrap. I think this was a result to make sure we don't end up in the bottom half and just end up, falling into mid-table mire and just chilling there, not doing anything. We've got to win. We've kept up with the top half teams. We've got a little bit of a gap, I believe, between the bottom half and us. And it's a question now of will or when, I should say more when rather than will, he get a new contract. His contract runs the end of the season. And obviously, decisions will be made probably nearer the end of the season. Because right now would be a bad time to just shove a contract on him and then throw everything in the mire. But he's going to get one. If we keep playing like this and say we do end up in Europe at the end of the season, he's got to stay. There was a lot of questions when he first came into the club in his first spell. Now this would have been 3 seasons ago, when Slaven Bilic just couldn't do anything. David Moyes came in, steadied that ship, got us up to 13th. So it was a respectable finish after being in the relegation zone when he came in. The club decided they wanted to take another. They took a chance by not letting him stay, even though he did amazing with us. Brought in Pellegrini because he had experience and was a top other club, so we thought, oh, we'll bring him in and he'll do good stuff. Side note, he didn't, and no, he had an okay first season, but then the second season it told. When Fabianski got in, we started off okay, but then Fabianski got injured. Roberto came in. The defense looked shaky. Goalkeeper was shaky. The attack was doing nothing. Bring Moyes back in, steadies that ship again, and manages to scrape us to safety. He was given the season to go and attack, and now look at us. If he sticks with these positive selections that he's got, where he plays Souček and Rice as the only main midfielders, and there's more people playing forward. But I didn't expect him to go forward. Well, I said it was 4-2-3-1. Apparently it's 4-1-4-1. Rice was sitting, and then Souček and Fornals, or Souček and Rama were in the centre of that attacking midfield 4. But it was so positive, and it made such a difference, rather than having Noble, Souček and Rice, and not really having anything going. So I think if Moyes can keep that, if he sticks with that too, keeps Noble on the bench, and then even if he does stick with Fornals, Bowen, Benrahma, and then puts Antonio back up top, I fancy this side to push up for top 4. I want this side to push for top 4. I really do. So before I end this off, we will look at this. So this is the table as it stands. I think I cover a bit here. So Wolves are on 12th now, 22 points. Leeds 11th, 23. Us on 26th. I think you can see the rest. Yeah, we stand in good stead now. We're in a really good spot. It's amazing what this side is doing right now. I mean, obviously, I'm sitting here saying this. We could lose 2 games in a row, end up slipping down the table again. But I'm looking at the fixtures we've got now while I'm here. Stockport County in the FA Cup. I'm really hoping we go on a run, because if we lose that, Lord forbid Moyes. I'd hate him so much. But next 2 games, home to Burnley, home to West Brom. Those are 2 very, very, very winnable fixtures if he plays the attacking lineups that we have. That could put us on 32 points, and I would see that putting us probably into top 7, if not top 6. Like, this is the chance now for West Ham to push on and say, you know, we're going to trouble people to the end of the season. Obviously, unfortunately, Southampton have dipped a little bit, but they're still there. Aston Villa's still there. You know, Everton's still hanging in there. Man City, a few games in hand. Chelsea need to pick up a bit of form. Leicester, alright. Spurs are doing okay. You know, there's some alright stats coming in, but we're there or thereabouts. And I think if we can stay there and get these next 6 points on the board, then I think we stand in very good stead for top 6, top 5. And we can get there and push some of the bigger sides down a bit. Be a good wake-up call, and I think Moyes would get a very well-deserved contract, and then if he can build on the summer even more, we're laughing. You know, we've got the potential to go and push on now. Will we? We'll never know, probably. But that's the review in this match. Hopefully the next video will be predicting the lineup for a Stockport County game. That'll be hella fun because, you know, it's not going to be first team. But if you're still here, thanks for watching. Hopefully we can keep going. And yeah, it's been a good one, guys. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you want. You know, give it a like as well. Just show your support. And until next time, ciao.